Hi everyone. So today in this video we will write a PHP script to check whether the given number is prime or not. So first of all let me save this as prime.php. Okay, all files, and then I will name the file as prime and then extension as PHP. Let me just make the p small over here so that it would be easier. Now first of all in HTML we will write the heading and then get the integer value. Then we will write the PHP and write the function and code for the checking of prime or not. So first of all let us write the heading. So PHP script to check whether number is prime or not. Okay, now h1 close. Now let me write another heading like by Pritam Kadam, my code journal. So let us write it down also. So code journal. Okay, now we have to close this head tag. Let me add some more info that we will get the input from the user in the HTML and then we will go to the PHP to check whether it is prime or not. So over here we can write user input in HTML and then we go to PHP. We will write logic in the PHP. Okay, so these were the heading. Let us close the head tag and then we'll start the body. First of all let us make a form to get the number from the user. So in form I will write input type number so that I can get the integer values, and then we will name this some variable name and then have that in the PHP script as post, and then we will declare it in another variable. So input type number, and then let us give this name like whatever you want. Let me just name it as Pritam. Okay, and then we have to close the input. Okay, now we have to make a submit button on the new line, so we have used the br tag is used to take the next line. Okay, so input type submit, and then when it is clicked then only we have to proceed to the PHP. So we will write that down too. So name equals submit and value, the thing which has to be printed on the submit button, that is check if prime or not. So check if prime or not. Okay, so let me just close this down. Now we will close the form and then we will start writing the PHP. Okay, so let us start writing the PHP one. As earlier we did the PHP, starting is less than question mark PHP, and then we have to declare if the submit button was clicked then only we have to proceed. So we will write if is set $post submit, then only we have to proceed. So I'll start the if bracket over here and then we will write everything inside this only. There would be no else part of this. So first of all we have to store the value of the integer in some variable. So I have declared it as $num equals to $_post of what we stored from the variable Pritam from the HTML. Okay, now let us write a function named as prime, which will be having parameter as $num, and then we'll have conditions inside this function. So $num as the parameter. Yeah, okay. Now if the number is less than or equal to 1, it is already not a prime number. So let me declare another variable for it as flag, which will be having the returned value of this function. So I will just return 0 or 1 from over here. So if number is less than or equal to 1, then this has to return 0, which means it is not a prime number. And then for $I equals to 2, $I less than equal to num by 2, and then I plus plus, the iteration from I to num by 2, and then we have to check if the remainder is 0, then it is not prime, and then we will return 0, otherwise it will return 1. So $I plus plus, and then we have to check once more. If the remainder was 0, then only return 0. So if $num modulo $I double equals to 0, then return 0. So we will write this down in the if condition, that is $I, then we have to return 0. Okay, otherwise we have to return 1. So let me just write it before that bracket. Okay, return 1. So that one is for functions closing. Now we have to declare a variable, let us say $flag, which will be having the return value of this function. So equals to prime, and then I will have the parameter as $num only, which is having the value stored from the variable Pritham, because we use $num equals to $post Pritham. So if flag is double equals to 0, means if it is 0, then it is not prime. So let us just say 1. So we have to echo that it's a prime number. For printing something on PHP or HTML, we have to use echo. So it's a prime number, else it's not a prime number. So else it's not a prime number. Let me just copy paste from the above echo statement, and we will just write not before this. Okay, let me just make it capital. So not a prime number. Okay, so everything looks good now. We will close the PHP, and then we will close body and HTML tag. So let us just close it out. So what we did over here is we just had a variable named as Pritham, which is storing the value of the number, and then by using the $post submit, if this button was clicked, then only we have to proceed, and we have to store the Pritham variable's value in the $num. Then we call the function, and it returned 1 if it is a prime number, and it returns 0 if it is not. So I have already started the WAMP server. Let me just copy paste this folder names, because after localhost I have to insert that, because I have made the script inside the folder. So we have entered the PHP programs now. Now we will just click the prime.php. Now here is everything that we wrote, that is PHP script to check whether number is prime or not. And in h2 we wrote user input in HTML, and then we will write a logic in PHP by Pritham Kadam's code journal. And over here we can just edit this, that is by Pritham Kadam's code journal, and then I have used the center tag to make everything in the center alignment. Now let us test this. So first of all, let us test 11. So 11, check if prime or not. It's a prime number. Okay, now another one. So 20, it's not a prime number. Another one. So what we can say is 97, it's a prime number. Let us check once more. So 91, it's not a prime number. Now let me just make some changes. I will make a marquee of by Pritham Kadam's code journal, and then let us also change the body background to some other color. So marquee, so that my name would be moving across the web page. Okay, let me just close it over here only, otherwise the input box and the submit button would also be moving. So let us check this out. Okay, so because of marquee it was moving. Let us also change the background color. We will directly use the body bg color equals to the color name you want. So bg color equals to, color spelling should be COLOR, not COLOUR. So let us just say red. Okay, Control S. Now let us check it out. Yes. Okay, so here is the PHP script to check whether the number is prime or not. We just made some changes like marquee, and we have changed the background color. That's it. So thank you guys for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe.